Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. I can't do anything about the air because it is hotter than Hades here in Florida. We were kind of hoping that the hurricane would get closer to us so that maybe it would cool us down for a few days, but alas, it came and gave us the middle finger and then ran off. So we didn't get but a little bit of rain. I'm a little sad by that because we needed a whole lot more. I'm going to be doing something like I did the other day, which you guys haven't seen yet, but I'm going to be doing multiple looks all in one sitting. I will tell you everything I'm doing. I'm not going to put on anything else. I do have a lip color on because I wanted something on my mouth. My lips were dry. This is the Cor De Rosa palette. I won this in a giveaway from Samatha March. And I'm going to be using the brush out of here to do most of the eye looks. And I'm going to be using my little J-Cat, color switch thing to take any product off. I want to make sure that it's product free right now. I haven't washed it since I used it the first time. I have done 2 looks with this palette already. And I know not everybody likes this color story. It's a warm, like berryish tone kind of palette. But what I want to do is show you how you can start off with a base look and then add things to it until you get another look. I think last time I did this, it was with the e.l.f. palette, and I ended up doing 7 different eye looks with it, all in one sitting. So I don't know how long this will be. The other one was like 18 minutes long, and I did 7 looks. So this is not going to be like where I do concealer, corrector, blush, bronzer, highlight, any of that. I took my hair down because the air on my back is actually cold. So we're going to be starting off with mattes on one eye. So I have used the Veranda. I've used a lot of the mattes in here, but I haven't used this medallion shade, which is this one down here. So I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. And I'm going to start with that medallion shade, which is the 3rd one in on the bottom row. There is kickback in the pan, just a little bit, but there's quite a bit of pigment on the brush. So I'm going to start with it right here with my eye open, and then I'll close my eye to blend. So I started just a little above my natural crease. And this eye here, when I woke up, the fold of my eye was completely over my lashes. So I did my Science Serum treatment this morning, and as you can see, this eye is like a lot better. This one here is slowly going away. It's my trouble eye, so. And this is the Sigma, this is the E38 side that I'm using. This is the brush that comes in the palette, and then I'm dragging this under my eye. I'm just blending. Now, if you wanted to, you could throw a shimmer on your lid and run out the door. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to tap into this Bare Root shade, but I'm also going to pick back up Medallion. So I'm going to tap a little bit into this one and then tap into this one. And this is the E54 medium sweeper side. And then we're going to tap out here. So we're going to start off with this as a matte eye look. Now with my finger into the Veranda shade, which is the 2nd one in here, it's a matte, like lighter shade. I'm gonna pick this up on my finger and place it in here for like the highlighty shade. So there's look 1. Neutral, everyday work look. Now, to change this look, I'm going into shade Shakespeare, which is this dark berry shade. And I'm taking that little, let me clean the brush off, taking the little flat side, and I'm gonna tap into that. And then I'm gonna tap out here. So I like tap and then lightly feather it in towards the middle of my eye. And then I'm going to take just a little underneath the outside edge of my lower lash line. It's just a subtle change. And I got shadow way too far out. Just a subtle change, but again, it's different just by adding this one shade out here. It changes that look. Now, let's take it up a notch. I'm going to go into this Sun Sprite shade. It's one I haven't used, and because it looks very similar to the Belle of the Ball shade, I'm only going to use my finger. So I'm going to swipe into this one. Very glittery. And I'm going to go boop. Holy crap, this is like straight up glitter. I do not see a lot of base pigment to this. That was a bad swatch, but that's okay. I'll spread it out. Very glittery. Very glittery. There's like a lot of glitter all over my hand. And I have a hair tickle in my arm. So just adding it to the very center. I didn't add it anywhere else. So that would be look 3. Now with this, I would put a black liner in my waterline, top and bottom, and then line just above my lower or my upper lash line with a black liquid liner, or like my any type of black liner that you have. I'd go literally just right above my lashes and then do my waterline, top and bottom, and be done. Of course, mascara and rest of the face, but. So there's look 3. Now, to modify this, I'm going to go into this Dark Night shade, use my finger, and then I'll blend with a brush. I'm going to press it over that Shakespeare shade. So I'm tapping and then lightly dragging like I do with the brush towards that Sun Sprite shade. And then putting it right under my outer edge of lower lash line. Oh, there's like gold glitter all over my face. And that just made it worse. That Sun Sprite shade is everywhere. And I'm testing out a sunscreen right now, the Innisfree sunscreen. It's on this half of my face. Maybe I should have started with the other eye. Anyways, so there's the addition of that color. And this look would be fine as it is. Again, I would do the same with the black liner. So that's technically look 4. Now, to keep this look, but to add something extra, I'm going to go into that other shade, which is this Belle of the Ball shade, again, with my finger, because this is a very glittery formula. And there is a whole other look. It's amazing that just by adding one color, what the difference can be between one look and the other. So what is that, 5? I'm at 11 minutes right now. All right, cleaning off the brush. We're gonna go into the damask shade, which I haven't used yet, which is this like a rosy color here. And I'm gonna put it in the actual crease of this eye. And then because my brow bone is more pronounced and it sticks up, I start the brush here and I do this up and down at the brow bone to buff product up onto it and then blend out just a little bit more. And when I usually do my lower lash line, I tip the brush up and set it flat against my face and then blend. But I also have a high cheekbone, I have sunken in eyes, my under eyes are kind of hollow. So work with, hold your brush how it works best for your face. And then we're gonna go into the Cor De Rosa shade, which is like a dusty mauve shade. Blend above, and then I'm going to put this on my lid as well. Looks like I lost a little bit of that damask shade. All right, using the other side to put this on my lid. And there is a lot of kick up in this shade as well. Like, quite a bit. Now, taking this side, I'm going to go back into that damask shade and I'm going to stamp it in the crease. So we lost a little bit of that dimension. And I'm going to focus it a little bit on the outer edge. And then I'll blend. And there is a 2-color, super easy, simple eye look. Super quick. This is something that you could easily do and then run out the door. Or you could start with the Cor De Rosa shade and put it from lash line all the way up here and then put that on first and then go on with your damask shade and deepen like the crease and the outer edge and then buff it on the lower lash line to bring in some dimension that way. And then this would be like a really quick, like easy work makeup look. Now, to take this up a notch, I want to stick with another matte shade. I'm going to go back into that Shakespeare shade right here. And I'm going to tap this all the way like halfway in. And then I'll blend after that. I'm just tapping. So this would be look 7 that I'm working on right now. Now I'm swiping just ever so lightly just to make sure that my eyelid is covered. And then I'm going to tap over it. Sometimes when I tap over shadows, whether they're matte or shimmers on my lid, I can see where I missed. So then I can go back in. And then I have a hard time right here on my eye because that's where my mobile lid stops. Shadow right there likes to disappear. Going back into the damask shade, I'm going to put this right above that to punch it up just a little bit, and then on the outer edge. And then I'm going to blend up above it just a little bit. Now, because I lost a little bit of the Cor De Rosa shade, I'm going to pick some up on my finger. Okay, so over here we did the one look, added the other color that was 2, added this color that was 3, added this color that was 4, and added this color that was look 5. So far we've done 5 on this eye. So on this one we did the first look, and then now I've added in the second color, well, technically the third color. So this is look 2. Again, starting off with an all matte. Now, to turn this into look 3, I'm going into this campfire shade here, but I'm going to take this little itty bitty Morphe brush. What are you? M213. I'm going to pick this up with the brush. I either dug in a little bit too much, or the powder is more soft than I thought it was. I don't like doing that to my palettes. And we're going to come here and tap on the inner part of the eye. I'm also carrying it onto the inner corner and lower lash line. I think this shade would work best on a damp brush if you wanted it more reflective. A little chunky going on the eye. So let me dip my brush in a little bit of water, and then I just picked up a little bit more. Oh yeah. See the difference in just getting the brush damp, and then whatever extra moisture I had, I took it off here. We're at 18 minutes right now. So far, 8 looks, 18 minutes, not too bad. So this would be another version of this eye look. Now, if you wanted to like blend this a little bit better, you could go back in with the Shakespeare shade and punch this up just a little bit to change that. I'm going to color switch this little brush, get it re-damp, and shake it off, and then tap it on my hand to work the product into the brush a little bit. I'm going into the Dark Night shade next to the Campfire shade. So this would be look 9. And it's funny how many different looks you can get just by adding or subtracting a shade. So far, I would have done like a peach or a white liner on this eye, and now adding this shade, I would go dark. So either a dark brown, a burgundy, a purple, a red, like a rich red, kind of like this color red, or a black. I'm just going back into Campfire for a second to blend those 2 lines in the center. Okay, so again, we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. So we had 5 looks already. So then we started off with 1, then added the berry shade out here that was 2, then we added this shade that was 3, and then this one that makes 4. So let's turn this into look 5. Taking it as it is, I'm going to go into this High Society shade, which is like this really pretty copper, with my finger. Look at that. I'm placing it right over the center of those other 2 shades. And again, I do dark liner. Now, if you wanted to like lighten up your brow bone, let me grab the brush. I'm going into the Veranda shade, which is a matte. Tap and then blend. Ten looks, 10 different eye looks, and all you do is you start off with one set of colors and then you build from there. And again, you could do, we're 22 minutes right now, so this will be a real-time video. See the difference of adding a black liner? Let me just put it on the bottom of this side so you guys can see. Now let me add it to the top. See the difference? And then to go one step further, remember I said right above the lash line. You don't always have to do a winged liner, especially if you're like me and you have hooded eyes. So winged liners always look a little funky. And there it is with black liner above. It's amazing what difference you can get with a look just by adding liner. And then we're gonna throw on some mascara. Last time I used this, I thought this was a really great mascara, but I don't know if it's like drying out or what. It still feels wet. Again, mascara makes a big difference as well. And I got a little bloop down here, but I'm not going to touch that for a minute. So here's the face. Now, if I was going to go out with a face mask on, again, you know, it's down here, I think. Hello? After I washed it, I put it down there just in case. All right. Just for an example, I just looked down and I could feel the mascara touch my face. My face mask covers the majority of my face, and I got these new like filters to go in it, but it's like too long, and I don't feel like cutting it, so extra chin coverage, I guess. But again, if I was just gonna go out without doing the rest of my face, again, I wouldn't do a lip color. I would just do my eyes. So this is also really good for people that wear masks for 25 minutes. So what do you guys think? 10 looks, 10 different looks, 10 modified looks, however you want to say it, with the Cor De Rosa palette from Sigma. I'm just trying to show you that you can use a palette and get so many different looks out of it. I know like Samatha March always says that she's not like visually inspired by some things, and depending on how some things are laid out, she looks at stuff and just kind of stares at it because she can't visualize what looks that she would do. So I just dropped the brush on the floor. I think the only shade in here I haven't used is this Summer Song, and that's because it's a shade that I really don't care for. But I will try and do like 2 looks, same shades with that shade. And I'll try and create a couple of eye looks with that shade and maybe a couple of others in here. But as of right now, that's the only shade in this palette that I haven't used. I'm glad that I won it from Samatha March. It is beautiful. It is a very warm tone palette. I would say this would be awesome for like autumn eye looks. If you wear makeup based by like season. I don't. I wear whatever I want, when I want, how I want. I really don't care. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Would you recreate any of these looks? If you would, then let me know which number, whether it's 1 through 5 on this eye or 1 through 5 on this eye. Or if you like looks on one eye and then like looks on the other, which numbers in there would you like or would you wear? So anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully this is helpful. Walk through tutorials, talk through style. I think the air's been on the entire time I've been filming. And I'm further back in the bathroom, so I'm not right underneath it. So hopefully the hum isn't that bad when I go to edit. So I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and spread love and not hate. And if you leave your house to go anywhere that you might run into somebody, be it the mailbox, your car, the post office, grocery stores, friends, whatever, wear a mask. That's all I'm asking. Wear a mask. It's not infringing on your civil liberties to wear a mask that could protect you or others. So I will see you guys later. Bye.